Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is May 25th, 2021. We are here to give you all an updated price prediction for Polkadot. If this is your first time ever seeing our videos, and you can actually see that someone is placing price predictions on their price chart, and also make sure that we are in position to dominate this market, you make sure you need to follow us, and you do that by liking the video, subscribing, sharing the video, and as well as join this community if you want to participate in seeing where price is going to go, all without being confused, and as well as beating the competition. If you haven't realized yet, and if you're new into this cryptocurrency space, I want you all to realize that this market is very competitive. Everyone else is out to try to get someone else's money, and if you don't realize that, you're in for a very rude awakening, especially from the recent movement to the downside that we've seen across the board in the cryptocurrency space. So in order for us to alleviate that, and in order for us to have the competitive advantage and win in this market and to dominate it, we need to make sure that we're able to predict prices. And this is what we do here on this particular channel. So we're going to talk about what we did on our last video in Polkadot first, which was on April the 29th. You guys can see it right there. We told you all that we were looking for the market in Polkadot to go higher in price. And that is exactly where the market has went. For Polkadot, we had our ultimate TP price right there around $39.40, give or take 13.75% profitability. The market was able to exceed that. You guys can see all the way up here to the all-time high in Polkadot, which came through on May the 15th, would have gotten you 42% profitability. But either way it go, one thing that we do consistently here on this particular channel is we're in position to win in the market. So whether it's 42.25% or even 13.75%, you did an excellent job taking the market back from the trap. And this is what we're all about, taking the money back from the trap. So congratulations on you if you was able to do just that, because right now, all of those gains that we did or we received into the market in Polkadot after April the 29th is now gone, right? Since that particular time when the market in Polkadot made all-time highs, all of those gains are completely lost into the market. Even if you were coming into the market in Polkadot back here in March of 2021, you're now in a lost position, right? So what we need to do on today's video is to see whether or not this market in Polkadot is going to be able to sustain itself right here above $18 as support. And if so, how high are we expecting this market to consolidate? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this upward restriction line here into the market in Polkadot, and I want to use this first to show you whether or not the market trend in Polkadot has been broken. Okay, so now this is the overall trend that Polkadot was following all the way back here since December 2020. The market in Polkadot was obeying this ascending line. You guys can see how many times this market in Polkadot came and tested it, right? And on every test, it gives us more confirmation as to whether or not this market in Polkadot is going to continue to see its movement higher alongside that line. So let me bring this in closer. And I wanted to show you all that this was precisely what the market in Polkadot was doing, right? So when you look at this, the market in Polkadot broke the trend on this day. Okay, so we are no longer expecting this market in Polkadot to be in an upward bullish trend. It is what it is. You can't change it. I cannot change it. The only thing that we can do is see it for what it is and get in position and dominate the market. So we are no longer in an upward trend in Polkadot. We can let that go for the time being. The best thing that we can get into the market right now in Polkadot is for us to hold some consolidational trading. Now, with that being said, this area within this consolidational range would be a restriction point of about $28, right? This is our newest area of restriction. Well, how do we know? Because the market held support these 3 times in Polkadot. It was acting as support, and now we broke through that support area. So going forward, this $27.50 price point is restriction, okay? Don't expect the price to go higher in Polkadot until we see that price break above $27.50, at least in around that vicinity. Okay, don't expect it. So let's look at the market in Polkadot on a 3-day time frame real quick And here you guys can tell that even here, there is still a restriction area coming through well below our $27.50 price. This is the first hurdle. This is the first price level that the trap will have to overcome in order for us to really see this market reclaim its ability to go higher. And that is around $24.25. Now let's look at this on the 5-day time frame. You guys can see here that the volume is definitely coming through into the market in Polkadot. So it lets us know that either we've seen a majority of the market sell off their Polkadot, or the majority of individuals were purchasing Polkadot on these two 5-day price bars. Okay, now what we're seeing right now in this current 5-day price bar literally tells us that it's a probable precursor of strength. That simply means that on the next following up 5-day price bar, we need to see the market close above this current one, because if we don't, then we realize that this market in Polkadot is still weak. This is the weekly time frame, and last week was massive in Polkadot. And one of the biggest things that we should not have seen, that we did actually see occur, is the fact that the trend was broken. We broke the trend last week. So in that realm, the possibility of seeing this market in Polkadot reclaim higher prices is just not on the table yet. And look at that on a 2 weeks time frame. The last one, the volume was pretty much about the same as what it was on this current, well, not the current, but this 2-week price bar from January the 4th, 2021. And you guys can see the result of what happened in Polkadot then. Now we literally lost almost all of that work, all of that energy it took for Polkadot to go from, $15, $16 all the way up there to $50 is now gone, wiped out. So this kind of gives you an idea of the massive shift that has occurred into this particular market for Polkadot. Monthly time frame, even here, I'm not bullish at all into the market in Polkadot yet. It has a lot to go through, a lot to claim in order for it to really see the ability to go higher. Okay, and it's going to be a while. I mean, we're going to have to shake all of this negativity out the market, all of this weakness that we're seeing into the market in Polkadot. We will have to get rid of it before we actually see this market really reclaim some ability to go higher. All right, so right now, I'm just literally expecting this market in Polkadot to consolidate. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot. I'm expecting the market to try to shrug off a lot of this weakness that started all the way back in May, midpoint of May 15th, May 16th. I still suspect that we're going to continue to shrug that off. And that gives us opportunity just to sit the sideline and watch this market in Polkadot continue to trade sideways. Okay, so checking this out on the hourly time frame, you guys can still tell that we're here in weakness. Okay, this market in Polkadot is still weak, but I'm going to tell you to calm your fears that I'm not necessarily saying that it's extremely weak, not like what we've been through recently in the overall cryptocurrency space, but you can still play the movement to the downside. Okay, the movement to the downside in Polkadot is still here. So now, playing this on an hourly time frame, you guys can see here that this area was acting as support, $20.50. Second area of support will have to come around 18. Okay, so we're going through that bout right now of the market in Polkadot going lower in price. So we're going to continue to play the weakness into the market in Polkadot, but this is going to be on a very short time frame. So if you're watching this video anywhere past, I would say the next 2 days or so, you probably already missed out, and the market in Polkadot would have changed its overall direction. Okay, so this area here, $24.50, is where the restriction area is, and I'm expecting the market in Polkadot to try to grab more support around 18. Okay, So this is going to be our updated price prediction into the market in Polkadot. I'm not extremely showing you all that the market is extremely weak right now. We're just going to play the weakness minor within a consolidational range in Polkadot. Okay, so we have what, $24 as the area of restriction into the market in Polkadot. Our first area of TP would be around $18, but all the way down here would be our ultimate area of support to where we've seen the market in Polkadot come and hold. So this is our overall consolidational range that we've just created. This is where we're expecting the market in Polkadot to trade. Okay, this is the bigger long-term restriction point up here around $27 and almost $28. Down here is the tightest range that we can actually see this market in Polkadot trade. But either way it go, the market here in Polkadot is still harnessing to its weakness. All right, so our first area of TP is going to be right there around 18. Second area all the way down here to where the bottoms of supports has came through in the market back in January 2021. Okay, so that's it. We're in position. This is our expectation as to where we're expecting the market price to go in Polkadot, all without being confused. You guys can tell we're not placing 100 indicators on our chart. We're not speaking in a language that you do not understand. In fact, we're giving it to you the simple way. And now we just need to sit back and let the market move. And once it gets there, that's when we'll go ahead and profit. So now I want your opinion. Give me your idea as to where you think the price in Polkadot is going to go. Let's do this over the next 2 weeks. I want you to tell me where you think the price will be at in Polkadot in the next 2 weeks. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.